My role at SubQuery, so the technical kind of title is, I think, community and marketing consultant. But I essentially do whatever Rob or James needs me to do, and that typically looks like helping out with the Twitter side, writing some content, editing videos, that kind of stuff. Or I often do some business development stuff, like with the ambassador program and different projects we're looking at doing. I typically help plan that kind of stuff out. So it's not really anything formalized, it's just what we need to do that will grow the community or improve our marketing. Day in the life of Daniel. So it definitely depends on the day, but I think your average day, wake up relatively early, I've got training beforehand outside of work, and then I either head into the office or COVID dependent, just work from home. And then typically the first thing I do, check the Twitter account, see if anything's happened there, go through Discord and a couple other things and make sure nothing else is blown up. But yeah, really spend some time on Twitter, go through kind of some engagement stuff. And then as we go on, it's typically about midday, I start to do whatever project it is. So for example, if I'm writing up a customer announcement or something, I'll do that for the day. And then we've got a team meeting at about 4 o'clock that we go to that just says what we've done for that day and what we're planning on doing the next. So I go to that and then try to finish up anything that's outstanding before I head home. So yeah, I think it's fantastic. It's the perfect blend of a bunch of people who really like to get stuff done and are onto it, and you can ask people questions and they'll find answers for you and that kind of stuff. And it's blended with a bunch of people who have other interests and aren't spending 120 hours per week on this one thing. There's definitely a balance that needs to be struck, and I think that the SubQuery team's done it really well. You always get James's downloads about going on hikes, and everyone else has got their little quirks. It's about having that balance between working as hard as we can without unsustainably working hard. Everyone loves to talk about like burnout and stuff in startups, and that is a really important thing to be wary of. And I think SubQuery's got a really good balance of, I think we work harder than the average team, but that's because we are respectful for those boundaries, and you can take time off if you need to. Blockchain. So when I first came into SubQuery, I didn't really know anything about blockchain, and this has been an awesome stage for me to be able to learn about all this kind of stuff. And I think I was always a bit cautious of blockchain in general, as I didn't understand the value that it brought. I somewhat got it in terms of the kind of governance side and the not controlled by governments and all that kind of fundamental values. But the thing that really excites me is the projects that you can build on. There's some real technology and real advantages of having decentralized platforms that can do some really cool stuff. A basic concept is easy to explain is you can have a video game on there, and then instead of trading items through whatever local game software you're using, you can do it through NFTs, and that means the player truly owns that, whatever boomerang or spear or whatever item they have. And that kind of practical application that blockchain does have is something that was revealed to me as I worked through the job, and is something that really excites me for the future of it.